Alright, so another day, another macro. Alright, so today we're going to be making a simple macro where basically you just select the clip, press one button, and then it does this animation where it just zooms into your face or whatever you want to zoom in on, and it does the motion blur and just like those dramatic zoom. So basically we're gonna be making a macro for dramatic zoom effect. Alright, so we got this footage from our previous episode where I made that green screen removal macro thingy, but anyway, so I'm gonna make a cut here, and then I'm gonna add an adjustment layer. So just shift space, search for adjustment clip, select that. Great. I think any length will be fine, but I'm not sure about that, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. We're not gonna overcomplicate it. Alright, so you just select the adjustment clip, go to the fusion, boom, we have this. Okay, so if you see like, oh, this spline is on, you can just turn it off. You can just select this and you just press this minus button to zoom out, kind of like that. Even in here, you just click here and you just kind of can zoom out. But either way, it's a very simple project. You just select the media in and you hit this button over here, which is the transform node. So you just select that, automatically this gets applied in the chain. And then what we're gonna do is we are at the frame 0. So like if you press the left arrow, it goes boom, null, because it's in the left side of the adjustment layer. So our first frame on the adjustment layer is this. So we're gonna come to this here, this transform here, and then we're gonna put a keyframe like center and the size. Great. Then we're gonna do like the side arrow key for 1 2 3 4 5. Great. We're gonna put a keyframe here, 1 and a 2. Now here we're gonna do whatever change we want to make. For this scenario, we're making a zoom in, so we're gonna change the size of it, and I'm gonna just make an absolute look at that face, absolute zoom in. We're gonna adjust a little bit of the X and Y, and look at that. Now if you play this right now, it's great, but we need to make it even better. So we're gonna go to the settings, we're gonna go to the motion blur, check this box, and then we're gonna max the quality. I think 7 is fine, because if you make it plus absolute 10, it does drop some performance. I mean, if you have a beast PC, you don't even think about it, but for me, I think 7 is a very sweet spot. And if you play this right now, it just zooms in like that, which is great. But we're gonna dive into a little bit. We're gonna adjust the timing a little bit. So for that, you just select the transform one layer and you hit this thing over here called spline, and then you see like nothing here, so you check this box over here, and then you might not be able to see like this over here, so you just select this one. This basically zooms in to wherever you made the changes and stuff like that, and you can just click here and again do the minus key to just zoom out a little bit. Now select all these keyframes and then hit S, so it makes it kind of easy and ease out, kind of like that. But I would want it to just ramp it up, so I'm gonna make the graph like this a little bit, this a little bit, and that just like makes it a very dramatic zoom, like look at me, bro. And then you just close the spline. Now basically our effect is ready, so you just there, it just zooms in. Now the best part of the whole thing is, for example, we wanna zoom it in this frame, so you can just drag the adjustment clip and it will work basically as we set the keyframe on the frame 0, remember? So now let's make this effect a macro, and then we're gonna proceed further. So you just select the adjustment clip, go to the fusion. Now to make it a macro, we need a background node. So you go over here, it's called background, so you click on the background node, you put it over here. First you disconnect this, put this media out here, and then you connect the background with the media out, just like that. Okay, it's black, you can see, so we need to make it transparent. So you just select the background, you come over here and you put the alpha all the way to 0. That's how it's transparent. Now we need a merge node, so you just select this thing, it automatically adds a merge node. For example, if you wanna plug it out, you can hold shift, and this is how you plug it out. Hold shift drag, or you can, if this spawns like out of nowhere like this, you can just select it and hold shift and plug it in, just like that. Anyways, so for this we're gonna just rearrange this thing a little bit. Yeah, again, as I always say, make sure it's not overlapping and stuff like that. Just keep it clean, and we're gonna connect this transform with the merge over here, just like that. Our rig is ready. Great. Now we're gonna select everything from the left side, just like that. Not the media out, by the way. Great. Now right click on any of these node. You go to the macro, create a macro. Now we're gonna just name it pretty something simple like zoom. Let's say zoom 3 maybe. Great. And then you go to this 3 here, and then you save it as a group. And then you see zoom 3 dot setting. Now you save it to some directory you can easily keep track of, or you can open Davinci 21 on macro keyboard. Zoom 3 dot setting, you hit save. The thing already exists. I'm gonna make it zoom 4. Hit save.
Oh my god.
Huh? Let's do zoom 3.1. Save. You gotta go with zoom 5. Zoom 5 dot setting, and then you hit save. Alright, so here is our directory where we saved our macro. So we're gonna search it, zoom 5 dot setting. Great. We're gonna select it, hit copy. Now what we need to do is you go to the effects. If it's turned off, you can just turn it on, effects, and you go to the template. Alright, now here you can see all of your plugins, everything you have, and all the default generator Davinci Resolve provides you. Basically, you go to the effects, go to the template, and then come here in this 3 dot. You just click this, and you hit show folder. Now this is the directory we need. You can make a shortcut of it if you want. Now you should see a edit folder over here. If you don't see, make a folder and name it edit, just like that. You just create a folder and you double click on it. Same here, you should see a effects folder, you should see a titles folder. We're gonna work with effects, so if you don't see just make one with the exact name, EFFECTS, and you just open the effects, and here you can make folder with any name for organizing purpose. For example, I can just go hit new and then folder and then name it like test, and then I can just go inside of it and just paste the thing. So we got zoom 5 dot setting. Great. Now we are done, and we need to restart our Davinci Resolve. So we're gonna close Davinci Resolve. So I restarted Davinci Resolve. Okay, I'm gonna come to the edit page. If you go to the effects tab, and if you go to the effects, and if you scroll down, you should be seeing like this macros folder I have already. You should be seeing a folder named test, under which you will find zoom 5. And if we just drag this here, okay, pardon my FPS drop, there we go. So you just drag and drop, and it works. Now if you can also add thumbnails like this, which huge shout out to LetMeCurveLite, made by Let Me Explain. Amazing guy, you should check it out. And this plugin itself, like LetMeCurveLite, is a free plugin. It allows you to use spline inside of an edit page. This plugin is crazy. I mean, apply this thing over here. You see this? You see this stuff right here? You can do crazy stuff. I might make a separate dedicated video, but I'm just gonna keep it simple right out. But either way, now if you select the clip, and if you need to change anything, any parameter, you can go here and you just select this thing, hit it, and this leads you to Fusion. And if you go here, this yellow box named zoom 5, and if you double click on it, there you go. You have your whole chain, and in any point of time you can make changes to this, or you can add stuff to it. For example, you can add a sharpening node on top of it, or like some gain, or like color correction for like color corrector, add it like that, and you just put the saturation all the way down, so like all of a sudden the macro became like this. I mean, it doesn't change the main macro, but you can just customize on top of it, or you can like kind of stack up two effects. Like one effect is this, and another, like if I apply a black and white on top of it, you can stack like two effects like that if you want to, which I made the black and white effect in the full video of that, which we're referencing very soon. Now in general, you can just drag and drop at any point of the timeline on your clip like this, and it just zooms into the face like that. Or you can just shift space, search zoom 5, and then you hit enter, and you can apply it like that, which is all fun, all good. But I am always gonna assign it to a key in my secondary keyboard, so I can just press a button and it will apply. I don't have to just, shift space and search, and I don't have to remember what I named, like zoom 3.5, 3.14. I don't give a shit. Let's jump onto it. Let's do that. Alright, so for that, you need to go back to the macroforge.pyautogui. Now, for context, if you're seeing this video for the first time, this is not a plug and play thingy. You need to first set it up, the whole thing, then you can use this macroforge.pyautogui, which is basically a code generator, Python script generator, and you can use hidmacros to execute this .pyautogui file, which basically automates the process of just applying the clip. Just shift space, search the thing, apply the thing. If you want to know how to set this thing all up, you can see the whole full video. I made a whole video, detail everything on it. Go watch that, set it up, and then come back here if you want to do that. Or if you watch that video, you already know how to do this. But in general, we're going to double click on the macroforge.pyautogui. It opens this beautifully Windows XP looking window, inside of which we're going to type zoom 5, and we're going to hit generate, and boom, there we go. We got ourselves zoom5.pyautogui. Now you open hidmacros, and then you go hit new. We're going to name it Davinci zoom 5, and then we're going to hit scan. Now you just need to press the button in your secondary keyboard which you want to assign this macro for. One of the keys I don't use anymore. I'm going to press this F, which is probably like F and 9 or something. Boom, it detects the thing. Now we're gonna click on the run application, then we're gonna hit this 3 dot over here. That opens this window. We're gonna make it all files, and basically you just select zoom5.pyautogui, which we just created, and you just open, save configuration. Now our key is armed, so if you just open Davinci Resolve, and for example I want to zoom here, you can just select the clip, press this button, there we go, it's applied like that. Like, let's try it on some other stuff. For example, I'm gonna select this, press the button. Oh, look at that. Also, if you're confused that when you're scrubbing through, you're like, oh, it's glitching apart. No, that's just a normal fusion, and because I don't have the render cache on. But either way, there we go. Another day, another macro. And if you want me to make a specific macro or to make some tutorial, you can always feel free to suggest and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna spam either way. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by, and thanks so much for watching. It means a lot. And a special thanks to our channel members, Wiki Zero, Chill Level 2572, and Death Rider of the Apocalypse. If you're watching this, guys, I will make lots of videos. I'm coming back to it. I'm just kind of making the momentum and just trying to get back to it, despite my mental health condition and stuff like that. But either way, I really appreciate for your support, and everybody who watches my videos and leave sweet comment. Thank you, Furious. It means a lot. And that's it. You know the drill. Good night, good luck, keep yourself alive, and stay human. Don't be a puppet. Peace. We'll see you in the next video, probably. Either way, if you wanna watch the full video of tutorial of how to set up the whole macro keyboard thingy, I got a full 1 hour full guide, very simple, easily explained. You can watch that, helps me a lot. And also, if you wanna buy me a coffee, you can do that. Shameless plugin, absolutely. I should be ashamed of myself. But either way.